Now let's talk about the grave and the loneliness that someone experiences in the grave. The Prophet ﷺ states, إِنَّ الْقَبْرَ أَوَّلُ مَنَازِلِ الْآخِرَةِ. The first stage of the akhirah starts where? In the grave. فَإِن نَجَى مِنْهُ فَمَا بَعْدَهُ أَيْسَرْ مِنْهُ. The Prophet says if you made it in the grave, you passed. Yes, the day of judgment is a difficult day, but feel comfortable, you've made it. What will come after the barzakh, after the grave, is easier. And if you don't make it in the grave, let's say the person was a disbeliever, the Prophet says what will come after is worse. So you see this contrast between the mu'min and the kafir. For the mu'min, the toughest experience they'll have is at barzakh. Judgment will be better. The kafir bil'aks. The punishment they experience in the barzakh is only a glimpse of what's going to come to them on the day of judgment. Another hadith from the Prophet ﷺ in describing the world of graves, he says, أَوَّلُ عَدْلِ الْآخِرَةِ الْقُبُورِ لَا يُعْرَفُ وَضِيعٌ مِّن شَرِيفٍ. The Prophet says the first sign of justice when you die is the graves. When you look at someone's grave, can you tell who was high class from low class? Who was old from young? Who was rich from poor? Who was successful from the one who was not successful based on worldly standards? The first point of justice is death. When we die, we have the same fate. We go 6 feet under. That's how Allah shows His justice. And if you don't believe that, go one day to a cemetery. Some cemeteries keep a registry of people, their ages, and some brief background. In a lot of countries, they do keep that. Just go and read that one day. You see that death does not discriminate. Death does not discriminate. So you see the justice of Allah where everyone's equal when it comes to death. Another hadith from Imam al-Sadiq alayhi salam tells us the grave speaks every day, but we can't hear. You know, sometimes there are frequencies you can't hear, but maybe animals can hear or some devices can detect. The grave every day speaks. We have a number of hadiths about this. What does it say? إِنَّ لِلْقَبْرِ كَلَامًا فِي كُلِّ يَوْمٍ يَقُولُ. Every day the grave states, أَنَا بَيْتُ الْغُرْبَةِ أَنَا بَيْتُ الْوَحْشَةِ. I am the house of loneliness. And I am the house of where you feel as a stranger. أَنَا بَيْتُ الدُّودِ. I am the house of worms. أنا القبر. I am the grave. أنا روضة من رياض الجنة أو حفرة من حفر النيران. I am one of the gardens of paradise or one of the pits of hell. Every day the grave makes this statement. Subhanallah. What is something that helps with the loneliness of the grave? Because people will feel lonely. The wahsha, the loneliness of grave, is something that is very painful for a lot of people who are put in their grave. One hadith states, مَنْ أَتَمَّ رُكُوعَهُ لَمْ تَدْخُلْهُ وَحْشَةٌ فِي قَبْرِهِ. If you do your ruku' properly, and you even prolong your ruku' and salah, that protects from the loneliness of the grave. I tell you, most people who pray, not in jama'ah you're forced to go by the pace of the imam. When you pray on your own, most Muslims don't offer a proper ruku'. Because for your ruku' to be valid, you have to be fixed in this 90-degree position, fixed, not moving. Then you say, Subhana Rabbi al-Azim wa bihamdih, or Subhanallah, Subhanallah, Subhanallah. Most Muslims, if you observe how they pray, they go like this and then like a spring they come back up. And I've seen them. Believe me, they're standing, and this is what they do. Subhana Rabbi al-Azim wa bihamdih. This is an invalid ruku'. It invalidates your prayer. So the hadith says one deed that protects from feeling lonely in the grave is to do a proper fixed ruku'. And it's mustahab to prolong your ruku'. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, do it for sabilillah. But no, when it comes to our ibadah, we're in a rush to finish it and get it out of the way.
I was taught that the sujood is actually more More rewarding than
The sujood is more rewarding, but this is an effect of ruku'. See, every act of salah has an effect somewhere. The sujood helps you in one stage. In this particular stage, with the wahsha, with the loneliness of the grave, the ruku' helps. Akid, the prolonging the sujood is more important than prolonging the ruku'. But this is an effect of prolonging the ruku' and being fixed on your ruku'. What else helps with the loneliness of the grave? من قال 100 مرة, if you say 100 times لا إله إلا الله الملك الحق المبين, لا إله إلا الله الملك الحق المبين, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protects you from the loneliness of the grave. You won't feel lonely in your grave. Visiting the Prophet and the Imams of Ahlul Bayt, they visit you back on your first night of the grave. This helps with the loneliness of the grave. Reciting this dua helps with the loneliness of the grave. The Imam would recite this. Allahumma barik li fil maut. Oh Allah, bless my death. Allahumma a'inni ala sakarat al-maut. Oh Allah, help me with the difficulty of death. Allahumma a'inni ala gham al-qabr. Oh Allah, help me with the sorrow and depression of the grave. Allahumma a'inni ala dhiq al-qabr. Oh Allah, help me with the tightness of the grave. Allahumma a'inni ala wahshat al-qabr. Oh Allah, help me with the loneliness of the grave. Make this prayer, brothers and sisters, at least once a month. Not every day, once a week, once a month, once a year. At least make this prayer. So now, the first difficulty that a person experiences in the grave is the wahsha, the state of loneliness. But there are some a'mal that help with that.
sorry to cut you off. That dua, can you make it for somebody as well?
Yes, you can ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect people by making this prayer for them. If you know someone who's passed away, make this dua for them. Inshallah, we'll discuss how your deeds impact the dead. This is something we'll discuss. It does wonders to the dead. And every single day they desperately wait for you to do something on their behalf. So you can make this dua for them.